Hello, everybody. This is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Goblin Slayer episodes 7 to 9. I have 4 episodes left for this show, and I will finish it on Wednesday, as long as they aren't tearing down the walls and everything by then. Yeah. Uh, these episodes, they are still going through the sewers, and Goblin Slayer brings a canary, getting the idea that how coal miners used to put canaries bring canaries in the mines to sniff out any kind of poisonous gas like carbon monoxide, and the bird will go crazy if it's around any poison gas. So they're going to use that to their advantage in case the goblins decide to try and poison them. They end up going into a room, and at first they think that there's someone there, but no, it turns out it's a trap with a skeleton, and they obviously start using the poison gas. Thankfully, Goblin Slayer came prepared for this, and they plug up the holes with quick drying cement, and the poison gas, I guess, ends up killing some of the goblins that tried to use it, because it wasn't able to go out, so it had to go back the way it came in. Thus, it got some of the goblins. And they barricaded the door they were coming through because they got locked. And it turns out that the goblins are being led by a goblin champion. At first I thought it was a hobgoblin, but no, it's a goblin champion. And yeah, it gets to be a little bit going downhill, where some of them are rolling critical ones or something, and yeah, Goblin Slayer definitely rolled a critical 1. Or the Goblin Champion got a good, really high damage roll on it, because he was essentially doing the death saving rolls, essentially. And sadly, the poor priestess got hurt. I don't get why it was trying to, was it trying to eat her, or was it just trying to damage her? Why would it do that when it's a female, and we all know that the goblins go after the females? They were trying to do that to the poor elf, and the dwarf guy and the lizard guy was trying to, keep her from meeting the same fate as, some of the other females that encountered the goblins. And Goblin Slayer managed to get up. I guess he rolled a natural 20 to where he gave him 1 HP. And he grabbed the wig that had been on the skeleton and used it to strangle the Goblin Champion and get it away from her. He managed to get it gouged at its eye, and it's obviously not dead because we see it next episode. Or not next episode, episode 9. And yeah, at this point, they are down for the count. The priestess is down for the count, and so is Goblin Slayer. The others aren't going to be able to do much on their own if they have to face that group by themselves, so they get the heck out of there. And apparently, the Miracle of Resurrection spell, is this part of D&D? I can't remember, but is it? Apparently it works if the person they're trying to resurrect lies in the same bed as a virgin. Don't ask me if that's actually true or not. If it is, well, oh dear. But yeah, they are healed, essentially, and we actually get to see him without the armor on, but we don't get to see, his full face. We just see it, here and down. We don't get to see his eyes, essentially. Those are hidden. And the Archbishop comes in and essentially tells him that what the priestess had suspected was true, that she knew what goblins were capable of, because she had ended up getting attacked by them and, well, obviously ended up as their plaything, which you can obviously know what happens with that. And that's why she was not able to use the resurrection spell with him. She had to put the priestess in the bed with him because she was not a virgin anymore. And it turns out that the reason she has those eye things on her face is because she is blind. because the goblins blinded her with fire. She can somehow still see, make out shapes and stuff, but she can't really see. And, well, Priestess wakes up and freaks out because she's in the bed with the Goblin Slayer. And they get up and go and get some food with the others who are waiting on them. And the three of them go to scout out the sewer, which I was like, oh, that's probably not a good idea. But, they go anyway. And Goblin Slayer and Priestess go and get their stuff fixed because it, well, a bit worse for wear. They get their armor and stuff all fixed up. And I keep on forgetting to bring it in here. Anyway, we find out that we found out a bit of stuff about Goblin Slayer. And later on, when they go to scout out where the others have been scouting, it turns out there is a dang beholder down there. I was not expecting... Well, yeah, I can understand how he would think that. Sorry, my mom was saying how my brother doesn't like it when people use mayo and end up getting stuff inside the actual mayo. Like on a piece of bread and you get some of the crust on the bread in the mayo. That's nasty. I don't blame him for that. Anyway, they managed to take out the beholder using a little trick where you can find powder to a enclosed room and ignite it. It goes boom. Apparently you can do that with flour. Okay. But they end up finding an artifact, which is a giant mirror, apparently used as possibly a portal. But the goblins have not figured out how to use it yet, or else they would have had their kind coming through that portal and attacking the city. They end up taking out the goblin champion and the rest of the goblins in there, thankfully. And it turns out that the Archbishop kind of knew what was down there because that swamp dragon was her familiar. Did not know that. And, after a little bit of talking, Goblin Slayer ends up telling her that, if any more goblins pop up, just call me. But she is terrified of the goblins, and I don't blame her. Anybody would if they had suffered what she suffered. So, they head back, and for some strange reason, he wants to make ice cream when they get back. How they plan to do that, though, I do not know, because they won't have the certain mixture that the guy used when he gave them ice cream to be able to freeze it, which was nitroglycerin. Anyway, let me know if I missed anything important, and I will see you all next time.